It's like Ren and Stimpy.
Stimpy.
Watching Cheech and Chong.
Hey, you want to get high?
This is Luke and Lewis, Triple M Modern Digital.
Luke and Lewis on Triple M Modern Digital. Welcome to the show. I'm excited.
I am also excited. I've just realised since we've... Sorry,
you not
Mike,
ever do that?
stop humming along. We're on air. We're on national
live.
radio right now, and you were like, oh, I'm just going to hum along to the jingle in the
Show
background.
some respect, mate.
What I was saying is, Lewis, sorry after we were rudely interrupted by a button pusher, this show is so unprofessional. What I was saying is, I think we've lost 2 intros to the show. So
Right.
I've just realised that they're on a daily loop. Like every Wednesday we hear Ren and Stimpy, Thursday
I've been
something
hearing
else.
Stimpy a lot.
And then like, I think Thursday's Tom and Jerry or something, and then Friday's one. We've lost the Batman and Robin one.
Oh, we haven't heard that
We don't
ever
get Bert and Ernie anymore. It must have been Monday or Tuesday. We
I
don't do
miss
Mondays and
Bert.
Tuesdays.
I really missed that.
What's the show without Bert and Ernie now?
We're going to have to get it back. Mike,
Yeah.
get on it.
Do you want me to check tomorrow's one just so we can see? Or
Yeah, is it? I think
Sorry,
it's on
did
a weekly
someone say
loop.
you could speak? Or
Oh,
you
sorry, guys. I'll pop my mic up again.
Thank you.
We'll come back to this.
Now let's
after
go to
the
a song in silence.
All right. It's Luke and Lewis. Jeez, that's nice, isn't it, boys? Luke and Lewis on Triple M Modern Digital. About 30 seconds of applause and no music. It's still going. Still. Oh, it's. Is that actually the song?
Is that what's logged into play?
Yeah, well, I boosted the volume at the end there.
Right.
There
Great.
was just a long applause.
Guys, and that's what this station's about, okay? We don't need music. What we really need is applause after a song. So-
I feel like pretty arrogant coming back from that song.
Yeah.
I feel like we can't. Like if we're coming back with applause, how can we top that? With no matter what we're going to talk about here, nothing's as good as that stuff.
Mike, does the next song begin with applause?
Well, we're going to an ad after this. so
Okay,
no.
well, how about
But I can get
you
an
get some
applause,
applause
yeah,
up,
okay.
and
Yeah.
when I say we're finishing up, we'll end this one with applause.
Because otherwise, we can't go out on such a sour note after we've started on such a high.
we got to top that.
All right.
Well,
Okay.
Well,
it's
I
ready-
mean,
it's
that was a
ready
bit
for you
forced,
guys.
though, because you've
Yeah.
said, oh, hey, Mike, can we get applause?
How about we just talk about something else, and hopefully it'll end with something applause-worthy.
All right. Great suggestion.
I went on a date recently, mate.
Yeah?
Yeah, went on a hot date. It's
With
good.
your girlfriend of 6 years.
No, not with Jazz. I went on a date, and I'm going to tell you the date.
You've piqued my interest.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you the date. It was very romantic, and I want you to guess who I took on the date. Okay?
Okay.
So, firstly, it was a nice date in the city. It was about 9 p.m. or so. It was really nice weather. And I took this person to the movies. We saw a movie. It was really nice. Sat next to each other, watched the movie. It was cute. Really enjoyed the movie. And then went to Pancake Parlor. Got
Ooh.
some pancakes. Got
Did you get an Alice in Wonderland? Sprinkles on top?
I got the cheese and potato pancake.
We have different tastes.
And after that, just went home. And that was my date.
Spared no expense.
Well, that's a pretty expensive date. Movie and pancake parlor.
Yeah, it's medium.
Yeah.
You know, no helicopters or boats. There's
Mate.
no winery.
We're on Modern Digital, all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I can't
for
pay for
us.
helicopters with applause.
It's true. And is it my job now to guess who took on the date?
Yeah.
Was it a friend date or was it...
No, it was a romantic date.
Romantic.
I mean, that sounds romantic to you, doesn't it?
Not really.
No?
I could go to a movies and pancake parlor with a friend.
Well, this was...
I think we've done that before.
Yeah. Okay. Noted. I did not take you.
But that was cute, though.
Yeah, you look nice.
Okay, I said it. All right.
Who did I
thank
take
you.
on a date, mate? Have a
I think
guess.
you took your mate Andrew Greeley on a date.
Andrew
Because I know
Gray.
he was in Melbourne. He's a rapper. He's one of your good friends. I just try to think about people who I've noticed you hanging out with lately.
Mhm.
Or
Good,
your
good guess.
mum.
Incorrect. Another good guess.
But I
Incorrect.
hope it's not romantic there.
No, yeah, see, that would be a little bit awkward.
But it's not Jazz, your girlfriend.
No,
That's not me.
no.
Did you take Radio Market today?
No, I did not.
No, I wouldn't want to
would
be seen
never.
in public with that head.
So offended. Would you like to know?
Yes.
I just went by myself.
That's not a date.
Sure it is. Took myself out on a nice date night.
It's just a sad night. On our whiteboard here,
Yeah.
it says Lewis date night.
Yeah. Took myself on a date. What's
Unless
wrong
you
with that?
ate dates like the food at night time, inaccurate description of what you're about to talk about.
Well, you know what? I would like some.
You went to Pancake Parlor by yourself.
Yes.
Did they laugh?
And the movies.
When you set a table for one?
They smirked.
Yeah. They were being generous.
Yeah. Well,
What movie did you see?
what did we see? We saw. I can't even remember. Actually, I was so engrossed
What
in
do
my
you
own
mean we
company.
saw? You saw.
Yeah, sorry. It was
Stop
just
saying
me.
there's no we.
Yeah, that was a little bit misleading. Was less of a date night, more
Also,
just me being a loser by
Why were you
myself.
saying it was romantic if it was with yourself?
Mate, you got to love yourself. Bit of self-love.
I don't know what you were doing in that cinema.
Give him some applause.
Let's not applaud that content.
That's Luke and Lewis.
Darrison.
Darrison.
What this has been a very incredibly unlucky run of the
Yeah.
ending of songs having either laughter, spoken word, cheering, applause.
Well, I kind of get the laughter. I don't get why she's saying Darrison. Who's that?
What was the song called? Was it called Darrison?
It was called "I Love You Like a Brother" by Alex Lane.
Maybe Darrison's the brother.
Maybe.
Possible.
We'll do some research.
Well, she doesn't
on
love
that.
him that much.
See, I
She was
have to
laughing
say-
at him.
Lewis, you're a big perpetrator of this commenting on the songs thing, and it makes
Because
it
I have a passion for music.
I know, but it makes it
You
so
don't.
hard.
You have a passion for insulting the music in which Triple M Modern Digital plays.
And Fox.
Yeah.
Now, we had a photo shoot. That's what we need to talk about. We had a photo
Are you
shoot.
sure we can talk about Darrison for a bit longer if you want?
No, I'm past that, man. Maybe if there's a bit of applause, we'll come back to it.
All right.
But don't press the button. I see you moving towards it, Mike. 'Cause we need to focus, guys. We had a photo shoot.
It was a
earlier
big day.
today.
It was
Yeah.
a third go at having this photo shoot. We've talked a bit about it on the show.
Yeah.
A month ago, I came late.
Yeah.
Then it got cancelled last Thursday.
Yeah.
So today was round 3 of the photo shoot. It was pretty much compulsory. It was like, you need to be there. Luke, you can't be
Because they
late.
paid for it twice. So this is the third
Yeah.
time. It was like either you do it or you probably are going to get an official warning.
Yeah.
So we've been planning this thing. We figured out what we were going to wear. We had outfits. You packed an outfit before you left the house. And then we got to the radio station and something went incredibly wrong.
We realised we had a few problems.
Yeah. All right, we're pre-photo shoot. Luke, how are you feeling?
Well, I'm feeling good. Why are your headphones like that? You're wearing your headphones like a sweatband around your forehead.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. If I wear it on top of my head, it's going to mess up my hair, and you don't want that. And actually, quite frankly,
It looks like a golf visor. You
I
look
know.
like an old woman.
actually looking in the window now, I see my reflection. I reckon I'm going to go to the photo shoot like this.
You shouldn't. You shouldn't. You should. I would. Honestly, you're so concerned about how you look in this upcoming photo shoot that you've just, I don't know, spare your dignity now.
What do you mean? I'm trying to protect my hair for the photo shoot.
Yeah, but-
you're one to talk. You showed up and you didn't even have clothes.
Well, I did. I was wearing clothes. I just didn't follow the instructions that were given to us. So I was already in the city today, right?
Yeah.
And then I got an email at about 1:30 p.m., 2:30 p.m. It was too far gone. I'd left home saying, hey guys, remember to bring in a couple of items of clothing, 2 outfits, and no white t-shirts.
Yep.
I came in with 1 outfit, wearing a white t-shirt, and hadn't read any of the emails, and I went, oh dear.
Mate, we were told that a week ago to bring multiple outfits
Yeah.
and no white t-shirts. Don't blame it on getting
Yeah,
an email an hour beforehand.
I did forget. Well, it's because this is the 3rd attempt at this photo shoot.
And how
So,
many times have I messed up the photo shoot?
Once.
When?
Last week.
What did I do
You
last
cancelled
week?
it.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Let's post it on Thursday.
Okay, but now this is our 3rd one.
Yeah.
This could be ruined by you not bringing the right
Right.
outfit.
So I've just gone down to the local Red Cross shop because I'm into charity, and
Yeah.
and I did look at like some
Into
of the
charity or poor?
no, well both, but also like I looked at all the designer, like I went into Jack London and all the designer things.
Is Jack London designer, is it?
Isn't it?
Is that...
Isn't it?
No.
Oh really? They had like $70 t-shirts.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, Jack
Yeah.
London's designer, everyone.
here's
Jeez,
the-
they've stepped their game up.
Well-
I thought they were cheap.
Nah, here's the thing. They only sell like V-necks.
Yeah.
Like, I walk in all these stores and the guy's like, so what are you after? And I was like, not that. And I'd point at the rack and they'd be like, oh, that's all we have.
Yeah, that's why I don't know the price of that place.
Yeah.
Because all I can see is V-necks. So
You're
I'm
wearing
like,
a V-neck right now.
Exactly. Why would I go in another V-neck store?
You're gonna... You were going to trash V-necks, forgot what you were wearing, and then quickly backpedaled.
Mate, the important thing is I make this V-neck look
Right. And also, one more thing to bring up before the big photo shoot. It's happening in half an hour, okay?
Ooh, he's got boots on.
I've put my boots up on the table.
Bloody boot Luke.
Now, here's the
Building.
thing. I had originally packed
Yeah.
another, my Nikes, my casual Luke shoes. And I was like,
Boot Luke took over.
Boot Luke
Just
took
threw it in
over.
the bin.
I was like, I'll wear them. And then I forgot my actual Nikes. So I've either got to wear my mustache socks in the photo or Boot Luke. I don't think we have a choice. I don't think we can wear my mustache socks unless, Michael, you want to lend me your shoes.
You can wear mine, but I don't think they'll fit.
What size are you?
11?
You know what they say about big feet, big heart. Thanks for lending me your shoes. What shoes are
Big
they?
feet, big heart, and a big head.
They're Converse fast breaks. They're my favourite shoes.
Nah, I'd rather wear the mustache socks.
Now, after the break, we're going to be visiting the photo shoot and how it went.
And by the way, guys, I did end up going with the boots. No mustache socks or Converse fast breaks were worn during the photo shoot.
Stay tuned. Check out our Instagram, Luke and Lewis, for the photos that'll be posted whenever they finish editing them.
Probably in 3 weeks, so stay tuned.
Yep.
Jeez, we don't have a lot of faith in the company, do we?
All right. Well, hopefully we'll get some more good music after this. Luke and Lewis on Triple M Modern Digital.
Hang on, sorry.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this again. It's nothing to do with the song.
Yeah?
Did you say microphones are currently on?
Yeah, I was just trying to mix it up.
So you could hear them.
Yeah.
So you said it out loud.
I was supposed to say, and microphones are going on. not
Right.
currently on.
So
'Cause-
you lied. So you said microphones are currently on and then you put them on. I don't know if I
Yes.
can trust you for anything ever again after
So
lying to
for
us.
people
like
who don't know what Mike's job is, really he doesn't do a lot. But one of the things he does do is he goes, "Mic's on," and then he presses the mic's on. So you don't hear him say "Mic's on," and that's the whole point of it. He says "Mic's on" before he presses the mic's on.
Yeah.
But if you just defeat the purpose of the role. If you go, "Mic's currently on."
Hey everyone,
in
the,
the
microphones
background.
are on.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
Hey, thank you. That's all I wanted. All right.
Don't let
Continue
it
on.
happen again. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
And my mic is off.
His mic's currently off, guys.
Right.
So, Lewis, photo shoot.
Photo shoot.
It's been a rough day, I would say. Well, a rough journey to get this photo shoot done. It was our
Yes.
third attempt today.
Yep.
And
2 cancelled photo shoots. You rocked up today with not the right clothes.
yes, I rocked out wearing boot Luke boots, and we didn't know if that was the right vibe we were going for. I didn't have a lot of choice because I forgot my other shoes.
Yep.
I had to go to an op shop before the show to get a non-white T-shirt. It was a disaster.
Yeah.
And there was one point in the photo shoot, and also you were really worried about your hair.
Well, I have to look after my hair, mate. I wasn't even wearing my headphones
Yeah,
correctly. I was
before-
wearing my headphones around my forehead
before
so I
the
didn't mess up my hair.
before the show-
And when you see the photos, guys, you're welcome because my hair's looking fresh.
You
AF.
wouldn't have noticed it. Lewis,
Yes?
during the photo shoot, you were nagged constantly
Yeah.
to
Run my fingers through my hair.
They were kind of giving you an instruction, kind of a Grease style, cool look where you had your hands running your fingers through your hair, your hands above your head, because you're wearing a leather jacket. They were trying to go for this cool.
And guys,
look.
look, I don't know if you've ever seen me, but I'm not John Travolta, okay?
Yeah, but you have the same hair and jacket, so you're technically John Travolta.
Yes, but we don't have the same head.
No.
Therein lies the problem.
His is much better. And they kept on kind of asking you to do that, and I knew you were ignoring them.
Well, I didn't want to
because
mess up my hair. If I run my fingers
Yeah.
through it, irreparable damage will occur.
I was actually recording the whole shoot, and I cut together a spliced up montage of every time they asked you.
And I was too embarrassed to tell them
And
why.
by the way, all these little excerpts I've cut here are from across 5 minutes. So Lewis just refusing to put his fingers on his head because he didn't want to ruin his hair.
Why don't you do one hand? You do one hand, even going through your hair, and still go through the front of your hair, you're going
Actually run it through the front of your hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a bit more with your fingers actually through the very front of it. Yeah. Oh, fuck your hair up. Oh, no.
See, I'm glad everyone understood me. Don't wanna
After
mess
about
up my hair.
5 minutes, it was, right, he's not doing it. He's ignoring me. The photographer's he's ignoring me because he doesn't want to ruin his hair.
Yeah. Which
Well,
is a
he
valid-
he had the best interests at heart for our shoot. He wanted to look the best it could.
So did
Just
I.
take his
I mean, I
advice.
could run my fingers through my hair for the final photo because as soon as I take my fingers out, my hair would be ruined for the rest of the shoot. So really, that was less me being pedantic and more just me being really careful with my
Right.
planning. So you're welcome.
Thanks. There was one more thing that I wanted to bring up about the shoot that I've just realised since.
Yes, you
did it.
burst in the studio during the song. You said, I've realised something about the shoot. What?
I just went to the toilet
Yeah.
during the song. I think my fly was undone the entire shoot.
No. Was it?
I haven't been to the toilet since.
Well, then. Wait, so we've just wasted $500 of the station's money on a photo shoot and your fly was undone for the whole thing.
Even more reason to go check out those pics.
Luke and Lewis. Guys, big news. Lorena Fleur from The Bachelor is flirting with me.
Is or was?
Was in 2016. Over email.
So today he comes into the radio station. I guess we'll talk about Bachelor in Paradise and how it wrapped up.
Yeah.
And he went, "Oh, you know Lorena from the show?" I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
And he goes, "Yeah, she hit on me back in 2016." And
She wasn't hitting on me. It was a little bit of casual flirting, okay? It
all
wasn't
right,
a big
well, I
deal.
see he's
It's a bit of
he's-
back and forth.
He's backpedaling now, but you were pretty pumped up about it before the show.
Of course I was pumped up. She's gorgeous. But it was a little bit back and forth.
And-
I wasn't thinking anything of it. I thought, you know what? I'm just going to think about this every day for 2 years and then talk about it on radio.
Yeah.
All right? Not a big deal.
And I think this is ridiculous, and I just don't believe you. So we've been having this argument all afternoon. So I've decided to get up a jury just to make it fair.
Yeah.
We've got Ava and Lachlan on the line.
Welcome to the show, guys.
Now, you guys hear Lewis out, I guess. Lewis is going to present some evidence regarding
Yep.
to if Lorena from The Bachelor in Paradise was flirting with him. And at the end, we'll bring you guys up, and you guys need to make a decision on whether you think he was being flirted with or he's ridiculous and he's imagining it, okay? All right, listen up. Lewis, present your evidence
All right.
now.
I want you guys to be fair and balanced. You are under oath. Okay, so
You don't
bit
have to laugh at that, Lachlan.
that was very funny. Okay, bit of backstory. Out of one day before this email, a few months ago, Lorena's Instagram got hacked by someone. Don't know who did it, but for some reason they started posting photos of me. So she and all of her fans thought that I hacked her, right? And I didn't know who she was at that time. I thought I was a little bit weird, and I ignored it. Anyway, fast forward, a few months after that, I get an email out of the blue where she emails me and saying, "Hey, I think you hacked my Instagram account." She was really nice. She's like, I've had a rough time and I would really like my Instagram account back." And then I got back to her and I said, "Sorry, it wasn't me. I saw some stuff. I could try and help you get it back." And then I back and forth, few emails, just me being really nice, trying to help her get her Instagram back. Not sure if she got it back, but we had a nice conversation. Here's where it gets flirty, right? The first email.
It sounds very business at this point. It doesn't sound like you have a flirty relationship.
Well, it started off tense because she thought I hacked her, but then it ended up very positive because I was helping her out. So the first email, she ended with, "Regards, Lorena Fleur." Very business, very tense, okay? Then I started being nice to her. In one of the emails, I said, "Sorry that happened to you. Sometimes people see a pretty face and they think it's a target and they just attack them," right? And then,
That's a bit flirty.
wait,
You were taken at the time.
a little bit back and forth.
All right.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that she started it. All right, I was just trying to be nice to her because she seemed a bit
Definitely
upset.
started.
Okay, but then right, the email that she responded to, which is her fourth one, she ended it with Lorena and then an X, a kiss. Right, things are loosening up. I think mainly the flirting is occurring at the end of the emails. Right. So, do you think this is flirting at this point?
No, that's polite. Because you have a positive business relationship as opposed to what was thought a negative as she thought you'd been hacked and you were responsible. It's now just positive, and she's signing it off with a fun and I guess a friendship X.
Yeah, a
like,
friendship
thanks
X.
for cooperating, Lewis.
Yep.
Great guy.
Friend zone X. Okay, I will agree with you. However, I replied to that, and these are the last two emails. I said, "Sorry, I couldn't help you further, but if you're ever in Melbourne and you need a laugh and I'm doing a show, I'm happy to give you free tickets." And she responded to that with, "Sure, let me know when you're touring Melbourne, ... winky face,
Ooh.
and then take care, babe." That is flirting. Winky face and a babe.
Two things.
Yep.
You invited her, so if she was like, "Nah, that sounds so bad," I don't want to come to your show, it would have been rude. So she had to kind of accept your shallow offer there. Because it's not like you had shows on sale. You were just like, hey, in the future. And she was politely accepting the fact that you invited her to a show.
Yeah.
So no. She was just being nice. I think, if anything, that babe was condescending and she hates you.
No. Okay.
All right, Ava, Lachlan, you've heard the evidence. What do you guys think? Do you reckon?
I want to hear from Lachlan first. What do
Okay.
you think of this?
You would. Well, I don't know. You offered a free. Would you say no to free tickets?
Yeah, but to Lewis's show, you might.
Hey, no, it's not about the free tickets. This is about the winky face and the babe in the same email.
I mean, I say babe to people a lot as a joke, anyways. So
She was joking with you.
No.
The winky face is a bit weird, but maybe that's how she texts. Maybe that's how she types. I don't know.
Mate, no one is sending winky faces over email.
That's true. The email does add a little something adventurous to it that I'm like a bit, yeah, okay, maybe.
And she spelled your as you are. So that email was casual as.
So
that was
she-
borderline a text, mate.
So she's let her walls down and
Yeah.
she's sending you emojis. Ava, what do you think?
Well, I reckon that first ex was probably a bit of a pity ex.
Yes.
Agreed.
I'll agree with that. I will.
Yeah, the emoticon's a bit sus. Like, I don't know, I feel like that's a bit of a sus thing to do in an email. And I know for a fact that, like, I go to an all-girls school, and people say babe all the time.
But that's to other girls, Ava. I'm not another girl.
She
I'm a
sees
handsome-
you as one of the girls,
I'm
man.
a handsome, successful comedian who's helping her out, who's also a babe, and she's winking at me. Would you ever write a winky face and call someone babe in the same text and you're not flirting? Another male.
Well, I wouldn't go as far as a winky face, but yeah, I might call someone babe, just like...
Right. So
I think-
the winky face is the main thing here, guys.
All right, so lock in your answers. Was Lorena flirting with Lewis, Ava?
No, I don't think so.
Yes.
yeah, I
Lachlan? You don't? I told you, mate, the jury, it's decided. You're 3 against
Mate,
one. You're the one.
I've been thinking about this for 2 years. I've been researching this a lot more than you have. I will never accept that she wasn't flirting until I hear it from her mouth. This jury is adjourned. We will return to court at a later date when we've gathered more evidence and had a witness statement.
And next time, don't wear a Ninja Turtles jumper. That might help your case a bit more.
Luke and Lewis 5 on Triple M Modern Digital.
That is the email address. Well,
No,
not
it's not.
that.
We've already said the wrong
true.
email way too many times. Okay. The official email for our show is lukeandlewis5@gmail.com. There is no .au, as previously stated
So
by me.
last week we tried to launch an official email of the show,
We
and
gave
I
it a
would
good
say
go.
the launch didn't go well. You know those like NASA missions where like it blows up before it leaves the atmosphere?
That was our email.
That was the launch of our email address last week. We didn't even make it into space.
No.
There was confusion over why is there a 5 in the email? Is it .com or .com.au?
We tried to make
made
a jingle for it.
and then this is Lewis's jingle that he made.
gmail.com.au.
You forgot Lewis. You wrote Luke and 5.
Oh, did I?
So not only did you forget your name in
Yeah.
your jingle, you just wrote Luke and 5 at gmail.com.au. It doesn't have .au at the end. And so you're...
Well, mine might have been incorrect, but I think we can all agree it was the most catchy, which is why we got no emails, because everyone remembered that one.
Yeah, there was so much confusion. On Twitter, I saw under the Triple M Modern Digital parody account, they tweeted the actual correct email, lukeandlewis5@gmail. They tweeted the right one, and
There's
then
nobody here.
people who listened to the show started correcting them, going, nah, it's .com.au. It's not. But
Also, there's no Lewis in it.
there's so much confusion regarding what is and what isn't. We wanted to clear it up today. It's definitely lukeandlewis5@gmail.com.
If you want to send us an email, you got an idea for a show, for something to talk about, it's lukeandlewis5@gmail.com.
And the first thing that we called out to you guys was that I wanted you guys to help me. It was a business opportunity for you guys to help me with the intro of my stand-up show I'm doing at the moment.
And if you run a business that runs on the entire business mission is to make $0,
And
it's a great
purely
opportunity.
exposure, hit us up at lukeandlewis5@gmail.com because we have nothing to give you in return.
Sorry, is there a .au at the end of that?
No, there's not.
Oh, okay, just checking.
Thanks for clarifying. And now, because there was a bit of a miscommunication with the email, I am safe to report we only got three auditions sent in.
So and these are intros because the reason why you wanted to change the intro was because I was welcoming you to the stage. Do we have my one?
The original one that Lewis
Yeah.
did?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've got it.
Okay.
Oh, no, I do.
Okay,
Do you
here's
want
the
it?
original one. So it's Reese Maston's cover of
Thanks.
Paradise
The
City.
only thing wrong with this is that it's my voice. This is how it's done.
And this is the bit we wanted you guys to do.
No, this is the bit. Actually, this is.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise and
Listen to that.
welcome to the stage,
Amazing.
Luke Kindle!
So that is
That's
pre-recorded. It plays out in like a venue, and I walk on stage. And we wanted I was like, I don't really want Lewis's voice to be on it because everyone does it. And we're here at night at the radio station, so I can't get a voiceover person from the company in. So we called it out to you guys saying, hey, help a brother out, send in your auditions. And we got 3. I haven't listened to any of them yet. And look, judging by what they're... I mean, one of the emails came in from Ideas Man 14, so I have pretty high expectations.
Probably gonna nail it.
So, I think we've got the first one. Who's the first one from up? Caleb?
Caleb is up first.
Okay. Oh, well, by the way, Caleb's email just read so much unnecessary. It said, hey, fellas, and he spelled hey wrong, Hay.
Great.
My name's Caleb, and I live 20 minutes out of Melbourne CBD. Hopefully, this cuts the cake. Cheers, Caleb.
Cuts the cake, not a saying.
There's so many things
Your
with that.
location, irrelevant.
Irrelevant.
Spelling hey incorrectly, that's a bad mark against your name.
So already, Caleb, you're not impressing us, but let's hear his auditions.
What do you reckon? Deep
I mean,
voice or
Reese
high
is
voice?
nailing it so far.
Hang on, why is this so low quality?
He's recording it through his phone. All right.
Well-
Caleb's coming up. Shh.
Okay, here it comes.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise and welcome to the stage, Luke Kindle.
Is he putting on an accent?
I think he is.
It sounds fake.
Ladies and gentlemen.
You know, that's not how Caleb talks. No one who lives 20 minutes outside of the Melbourne CBD speaks like that.
Also, he recorded it on his phone, recording the Reese Maston
You
song.
can tell he had to
You
open on his laptop.
You can't use that. We needed the voice by itself, so we could put that on top
Yeah.
of the song.
It needs to be like splice. Like I want to splice it in with the song and kind of like
You can't play
maybe
a
some-
phone recording of a laptop playing
In a
music
theatre.
speakers.
All right, who's up next, Mike?
Next up is Mr. Green Tech. So he hasn't given his real name.
Mr. Green Tech's very mysterious.
Okay, go. Once again, Reese Maston killing his bit. His
Yeah.
bit's so consistent.
This one, a bit more promising, much higher quality.
Oh, true. The recording does
These
sound
were
better.
recorded separate.
All right,
He's
here we
done it
go.
himself.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everything in between, welcome to the stage, Luke Kitchell!
That was pretty good. He went,
His voice had like a falsetto at the end.
I like
But
that.
I do
The
like
energy's good.
He does acknowledge the transgender community, which is good. It's progressive, and I
Yeah.
like that. He said boys and girls and everything in between.
Which was something, mine was very exclusionary, my intro.
It was.
And it had no falsetto either.
Yeah.
So,
well,
I like that
the one thing I would say is I kind of wanted someone with a bit more of a deeper voice.
It was a bit high.
I think he was about 12.
Yeah, okay. Well, we've got one more.
Oh, look, no offense to Mr. Green Tex. You may be 14 and you might be really offended by that, but that's the same thing. This one's from is Ideas 14 Man next.
Yeah.
I just had a lot of faith in Ideas Man 14.
You know, if someone's calling themselves the Ideas Man, you know they're very confident, and confidence is what you need in an intro. So, Mike, shall we give it a listen?
Yeah, here we go.
Hey, what's up, guys? Nick here. Just want to thank you guys for giving me this opportunity to do Luke Kitchell's intro. And without further ado, let's do this thing.
He introed his own intro.
Hang on. It's good that he thanked us for the opportunity, though. Oh, I don't like the quality.
This is a laptop for sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise and welcome to the stage, Luke Kitchell!
Where's that?
Cheers, guys.
Hey, that's all good, man. Wait.
He didn't finish
Hang
your
on.
name.
And
he
also-
said Kidjo.
There's
He
no
never
L.
went Kidjol.
That's not my name. Luke Kitchell. It doesn't stop. And another thing, he faded down the Reese Maston's cover of Paradise City as he started talking. So, I went it over the top.
Guys, it's so simple. All you need to do is listen to the Reese Maston song in headphones
and then
record your audio and then just send that to us.
We don't want to hear Reese... obviously, we want to hear Reese Maston's cover of Paradise City. It's a great cover.
But we don't want it recorded off your laptop.
I think it's better than the Guns N' Roses version. But I just think, we want just your audio recording sent to lukeandlewis5@gmail.com. That's all we want.
Oh, no, sorry. Just.com.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? Are you gonna go with one of these, or what are you thinking?
I think we'll stick with yours for now.
All right. Well, send us an email, guys. lukeandlewis5@gmail.com. And thank you for everyone who sent one in. You're welcome for the opportunity. Luke and Lewis. I want to move out with my girlfriend. Me and my girl, we've been talking about it. I want to move out maybe next year. But I've got a really big issue that...
You work at Triple M Modern Digital.
Yeah. That's it. Luke and Lewis. No, so I think that, if my tour goes well, I might be in a position to move out with my girlfriend.
It's not this money.
Oh, no way.
No.
I mean, this is just a step below Centrelink. But my issue is, whenever I pictured myself moving out, I always had this experiment that I wanted to conduct on my fence. That if I move out with my girlfriend, I don't think I'll be able to conduct this experiment because I don't think she'll approve or see the point in the experiment that I want to conduct.
Okay.
I'll tell you the experiment. So, if I moved out and I lived by myself, every morning, if I had a wooden fence, I would like to wee on the fence in the same spot every morning to see if I could erode the fence with my wee. That's the experiment. And I don't think...
Have you run it by her?
No, I've never run it by her, but it's always lived in my head since I was about 15. One day I just weed on the fence and I was like, I bet if I did this every day...
Can we call her? Can we call her in the song?
Yeah, we'll call her in the song and see if she'd be okay with this experiment.
Well, let's call her next. I mean, or do we have to end the show next? Do we call her tomorrow?
Do we have time?
We
have time?
Yeah, we can do it. We got time.
Okay.
We'll just go to an ad. I'll tell you what. I'll put a song here.
Yeah.
And then...
We'll try and get onto her in the song.
All right, before we do
I
that,
want to know.
Well, I want to know what you think of the experiment.
I think I approve. And I think
that's
it'll
interesting.
work. Yeah, I think it's really interesting. I mean, you're talking to a person who at one point in his life, whenever he went to do a number 2, thought it was fun to weigh himself before and after. So,
yeah.
I 100% approve of that.
Exactly.
I love bodily function-based experiments, and I think that would be quite interesting. I think it would take years to erode through a fence with you, Ryan.
Which would be a really interesting thing. And it's something that, in 10 years, I could look back on and see the groove in my fence and be like, I did that with perseverance and a lot of self-control. I got up every morning and I did that.
And a lot of liquid.
All right, we'll call my girlfriend after this, and this, our relationship rides on this experiment, really. So we'll see. Luke and Lewis. We've been talking about an experiment that I want to conduct when I move out with when I move out with anyone.
Yeah.
The problem is, me and my girlfriend are talking about moving out, and I don't think that she would approve of this experiment that I want to conduct.
I don't think many housemates would, Lewis.
No,
I would.
I've just realised that I don't think anyone would really approve unless they were a male who also
was
had
interested.
this thought, who was also interested. And you know what? They could maybe help too with this experiment. So,
like a team effort.
Yeah, which would make it twice as quick.
Are we going to recap the experiment?
Can Jazz hear us, Mike?
She can hear you.
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll just bring Jazz on the line and I'm going to tell her the experiment and see if she would be okay
By
with
the
it.
way, Jazz is very sick, so she's been very good to take this call. You've caught her out of the blue and are now going to put to her a ridiculous experiment that you want to do.
No, this is very important. Jazz, welcome to the show.
I'm a little bit scared. I did just hear that you're going to be running an experiment which having 2 men would make it twice as fun.
Yeah, okay. Look, that does sound weird, but let me explain.
It is a little bit weird.
Okay, so this is an idea for an experiment that I've had ever since I was like 10 years old, and I just had the thought pop into my head, and I was like, I wonder. So the experiment...
Just so people know, that's never a good thing. If Lewis has been thinking about something since he was 10 years old,
something's not right. Like,
Yeah, you've spent 12, 13
Don't
years
worry.
on this.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not holding my hopes out. Tell me what it is.
Okay.
Like,
So,
I don't expect to like it.
right. So, let's say I move out. Well, we move out together, right?
Okay.
And every morning, in the morning, where we live, we've got a wooden fence, okay? And every morning when I get up to go for a wee, I go out the back and I wee on the wooden fence in the same spot every morning to see if I could erode the fence. Is this
Okay.
something
He
that
wants,
you'd
he
be
wants
okay
to wee
with?
himself through a fence.
Can I get a shiwi and join in?
Okay, yes. And then it could be our experiment and a couple's activity.
Well, you can't cross the stream.
Yeah, that's true. We won't do it together.
We'll do it. We'll take shifts.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
we have to keep some boundaries in a relationship,
Yeah, that's true.
but erode that boundary between the houses.
Hey, Jazz, I'll be honest. I had
Yeah.
no idea you were going to be this on board with this. I was expecting a firm no.
Look, I'm down with any good experiment. Like, if
Good.
it's a legitimate scientific inquiry, that's okay. I thought you were going to say you wanted to... Your other experiment, you've always said you wanted to teach a child the wrong names for everything just so that they speak a completely different language. I thought it was going to be that kind of experiment where
Look,
you just ruin someone's life.
In my
Both are
defense,
bad.
In my defense, that would be very funny if you told a kid to go left and then they went right, and then they looked at you like you were an idiot because they always knew that right meant left and left meant right. That
Look,
would be quite funny.
the only issue with that is that we already know the outcome. We already know it will happen.
Yeah,
So
my
for-
child will get taken away from me. But at least we could prove whether or not we can erode the fence with we. So
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
glad you approved, Jazz. We
If
will.
anything,
You're now a
we should
candidate
go-
for one of my roommates.
If anything, we should just get a bigger house and get more housemates involved.
This is true. All right, we'll talk about this after the show.
Get
Jazz.
2 fences.
Okay.
Oh, is that the end of the show?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
And the show on a nice note there. A mutual couple wee through a
Yep.
fence. If
Great.
you-
I'm really happy about
date
this.
nights planned.
Yeah.
You don't have to go on dates by yourself anymore, Lewis.
Yeah, I feel like I've planned my whole future. So thanks for listening, guys. If you want to send us an email about any experiments you want to do,
Or if you've weed through a fence, hit us up on lukeandlewis5@gmail.com.
if
Let us
you've
know the
ever
result.
eroded anything with your we want to hear about it. Maybe we'll give you a call. Talk to you on Friday, guys. Luke and Lewis on Triple M Modern Digital.